What's he like? Is it safe to go onto the water at the moment? And that is something, I guess, that for many people involved in the sports that they love, it's not a decision that they would have probably expected they'd have to make.
John, thank you. It certainly looks beautiful at that spot where you are this morning. We'll be back with you later. Thank you.
Are you ready to remember a moment of magic? There he is. Because Eurovision has launched some huge acts over the years. Julio Iglesias, Celine Dion, ABBA, of course. But one Eurovision performer who went on to global fame wasn't even there to compete.
And he is looking particularly huge behind
Fabulous.
us, isn't he?
Yes,
Michael
fabulous.
Flatley, of course. He was the half-time entertainment when he stole the show back in 1994 with his fresh take on Irish dancing.
I didn't realise how controversial it was. It really, really was. 30 years later, he has returned to Dublin to share memories of that life-changing moment with our culture correspondent, Charlotte Gallagher.
Eurovision 1994 in Dublin. And this was the interval act. Riverdance with Michael Flatley.
My goodness, that brings up a lot of memories. It was a very unique evening. It was very, very special. I'll tell you a story. I don't think I've ever mentioned it before. Right before I went on stage, they came to me beside the stage, a couple of them, and said, please, we're getting calls from all the dance teachers. Please don't wave your arms around. You're going to make us look ridiculous in front of the world and we'll be very embarrassed. So can we just ask you this time, whatever happens, keep your arms down? And I said no.
Irish dancing quickly became a global sensation and fans filled arenas.
And that impact going right across the world.
How cool is that? So we nailed it. My dream, for 35 years, I was working in construction sites and digging foundations and in Chicago in those freezing cold winters, but I was creating those steps in my dance style in my mind that whole time. That's what got me through the hard, laborious work, was that. Bring this dance form to the world.
And did you tell your friends at the time, or did you just keep it inside your head? Would they just, you think, no, I'm not going to mention that on a building site?
You know, these big muscle guys at the bar, better not mention I'm dreaming about that. Probably not the right thing to do. You know?
Michael set up his own show, Lord of the Dance. But growing up and wanting to be an Irish dancer in the late 1960s wasn't easy.
Dancing, I got bullied at school terribly. So I know what young lads go through, and it's trying. It's mentally difficult, it's stressful to have to walk into school and hope somebody doesn't say something negative toward you. But if you look at our dancers now in Lord of the Dance, the men are so powerfully masculine, and they're just so buffed, cut, ripped, and they've taken it to a whole new level.
And it's fair to say that Irish dancing has changed a lot over the decades. So what about the new generation of Irish dancers? We took Michael to meet a group of students in Castleknock, County Dublin.
Hiya. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, point down back, point foot up, on toes, good job. All under 9.
Beautiful. My God.
Ready, slow jump, good job.
So, how was today?
It was amazing.
It's incredible to have like Michael Flatley in our studio.
Yeah, it was just an insane experience for all of us. For him to be here is mad, because we all look up to him like so much.
Yeah, exactly.
And would you like to dance professionally? Would you like to be in Lord of the Dance?
Yeah, definitely. Such a dream. I think that's what we all look up to do in the future.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I couldn't leave without getting a little lesson.
So penguin feet, yeah. And then you get your right foot, and then you bring it in front, heel to toe, first position. And then point your toe, and you point your toe, and then you can start dancing.
I think I'm ready for Lord of the Dance.
Exactly.
And did you ever think 30 years later, you'd be talking still about that moment. Did you know at that time that it'd carry on?
To be honest with you, I'm delighted I'm even here 30 years later. At the pace I was going, I never thought I would be. And still, on the night when Riverdance finished, on that last stamp of the feet, when it stopped, even I was blown away with the response. And it was one of those moments in time. You know, we were so blessed.
Charlotte Gallagher, BBC News, Dublin.
Good grief. That brought the folk memories out.
What a moment.
And still does,
And
yeah.
still does, like he says, a moment in time.
It really was, wasn't it? So if John's going to have a go in the boat this morning.
Yes.
Nina's
No.
on a building site. Should we give it a little...
No, is the
Bit of
answer to
Riverdance?
that. You can.
No, I'm not on my own. It's 6:50. There's lots more we do have to do, though.
Yeah, because voters across England and Wales will go to the polls in local elections on Thursday with more than 2,500 council seats available.
And we're speaking to all of the major parties in the run-up to the elections. And this morning we can say hello to Ellie Chance, who's the Green Party spokesperson